What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel again, and look at this beautiful nature. I'm somewhere out here in the deep woods enjoying the weather and my vacation. So thanks again guys, and before we start today's video I want to give a quick shout out to one of the YouTubers out there. Her name channel is Gaming with Rosie, and I would like to give a shout out to this person, so please check her channel out. I will leave a link in the description down below. There's so many mosquitoes still. Oh. So yeah guys, please check it out and let's go and talk about today's video. What's up fish fam? Welcome back to another video from Mark's Fish Care. And today's video is super cool because I want to do a 1-year update on my Eheim Classic 350 filter. I know you guys love these things and I love this filter as well, and I want to talk about my experience with it, how often I have to clean it, and if it gave me any problems. I guess we're gonna find out today in today's video. But it's a good filter guys, and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy today's video because there's not many 1-year updates on this filter, and I think it's very important if the filter really can withstand at least 1 year without any problems. So let's go ahead to my fish room guys, and before we go there we will enjoy a little bit more of nature and we will check out this new beautiful filter. Check this out, steep climb guys. We just went down from there all the way here and I almost slipped and fell down. Look at this, it's so deep down. Even on the camera it's hard to tell, but it's super like deep and super muddy out here today, but luckily nothing serious happened. So we're back to my fish room guys, and check these lights out. They're amazing. So pretty much what I did, I took them off my kitchen actually, and it's a track light of 3, and it makes a huge difference. I know it's maybe not the best, but it did make a difference to me, a huge one. So now finally and hopefully there's more lighting in our fish room, and it's going to be easier for you guys to see me, and we can see actually what's happening in our fish tanks. I wanted to show you guys my beautiful Flowerhorn Big John, and he's already hungry, so he's waiting for food. But check his colors out. He's getting so massive, and his appearance is just beautiful. So let's feed him a few of these bug bites that he loves so much and see how he reacts. I always like feeding him because it's so much fun and it's very cool. Check this out. Isn't it just cool when you have such a cool fish in your fish room that it really like almost like a puppy? Let me throw a few more for him. Come on Big John, you have 3 already. Eat them. Yeah, good boy. So this brings us to today's video guys, and today's video is about this Eheim Classic 350 filter that I owned for almost more than a year, and I thought it would be perfect time to do a review for you guys and talk about it and tell you what I like and what I dislike. So guys, I've been running this filter on this beautiful 36-gallon planted aquarium, as you can tell, which houses a lot of mollies, dwarf gourami, some electro green tetras, and some neons over here as well. So the most cool part about this aquarium is of course this filter. It makes a huge difference in keeping all of these plants and fish happy and alive. Let me take it out and I will show you guys what's included in the filter and how everything works, and we will talk about what I think truly about this filter. So taking this filter out is very easy actually. So all I do, I unplug it of course, then I close these valves on both sides, and after I close them I pretty much just disconnect these 2 hoses from both sides and take it out. Make sure you always have some sort of paper towel next to you, because there's going to be water, not much, but there's always going to be when you'll be unhooking your canister filters. And like you see in my situation, I got some on my carpet, but it's not a big deal because it's in my basement. I don't worry about it. But if you have your canister filter in your bedroom or somewhere where you worry about your stuff a lot, then you have to have something ready to wipe it off, or at least put something under this filter like before you unplug it. So guys, I have this canister filter right next to my Flowerhorn aquarium, and check this guy out. Big John is just going to be swimming around in the background listening to what I'm about to tell you guys. So what I want to start with is, number one, what I like about this filter the most. What I like about this filter is, of course, pricing. I believe I bought this filter for about 130 Canadian dollars, and comparing to all the bigger brands out there, it's almost $200 cheaper than what I paid. And I think for the quality this filter provides, I would take it over any other filter in any other day. Of course, this video is not sponsored by anybody. It's just my opinion only and my experience with this filter. But the second thing that I like about this filter, guys, is pretty simple. It's called simplicity. And it's very simple filter, and it doesn't have any of those auto start functions that other big names out there have. Of course, it could be a big negative for somebody, but for me personally, it's not a big deal, because I always find different ways how to prime the filters without actually having too much problems with them. But it's been keeping my aquarium very happy and very clean for the past year and a half almost. And I cannot be more happy, and I think this review can really tell you guys something, because I didn't have any problems with this filter, like no problems at all. And the only thing that I did is, of course, I changed the carbon padding that I probably changed only twice in that time frame. I know lots of you guys would probably think, oh, maybe you should change it a little bit more often. Yes and no, because you see all my fish are doing good, and the water quality and clarity is on the top level, and I don't really like to spend much money on that stuff. Usually if the carbon padding is very bad, I just take it out of the aquarium in general. As long as it has all that beneficial area where to build up beneficial bacteria, there shouldn't be any problem with this. Also, this filter is very quiet, guys, and by quiet I mean very quiet. If you have a bedroom, if you plan to keep fish in your bedroom, or you already do, keeping this filter won't disturb you at all, because it's very quiet and it has a very little humming noise, but it's very little. Like, you have to be right next to the filter to actually hear it, and I don't think it will bother anybody, especially if you have it under your aquarium and the door will be closed. You won't even know it's in there. But the biggest appeal of canister filters in general, in my opinion, that you don't have this hang on the back stuff in your aquarium, and when people come and look at your aquarium, they only enjoy the actual aquarium and they don't see all these different hoses and all that other stuff, even though the hoses are still some sort of visible. But in this case, they're all green color, so it really blends in with my plants, since I have planted aquarium. So it's just something else for you guys to add. One of the things that I don't like about this filter, and I think it's about every single canister filter has the same problem, is this tubing over here. It gets plugged up. And to be honest, if you guys want to hear my personal opinion, never got plugged up in a year and a half almost in my situation, but it does happen, and it eventually will happen, and it's inevitable. So I have this kind of stuff. Let me show you. I have this kind of like a brush tube for tubing to clean. Like you see, I didn't open it yet because I didn't need it, but I know at some point I will need it. So when I saw it in the fish store, I'm like, oh, I have to get this because it will save me so much time and money in the future. And just the fact that this filter is $350, it's one below the top of the line filter, the Eheim Classic 600. It's one below, and it's phenomenal pricing, phenomenal job, phenomenal water movement. If you guys have some fish that like big water movement, you surely will not be disappointed. But another thing to mention, guys, that this filter does create a lot of water movement. And as you see, I keep this filter with smaller types of fish. I'm not keeping big fish in that aquarium. But because of all the plants, my fish are being okay. They can get away with the higher flow because the plants are kind of keep the flow at bay. But if you would, I'd say, have just an open aquarium just with a few decorations, this would really disturb your fish, and it wouldn't even be pleasant to look at your fish. So this is something to consider when buying this filter. What type of fish you're going to be using it for. If you're just going to use it for like a 55-gallon aquarium with bigger fish, then you shouldn't be. You want to have more water movement, more filtration, more of that stuff. If you want to use it with planted aquarium, you already know that I'm using it in a 36-gallon bow front aquarium. So you shouldn't be disappointed when you buy this filter and have it fully planted and it won't disturb your fish, because this aquarium even produces fry. So with this flow, so I'm not worried at all. And the suction of this aquarium, filter is nothing to worry about. Your fish is not going to get sucked up to the intake and die or something like that. So you shouldn't be worried. So another thing that I want to show you, I'm going to grab the camera and I will show you guys the inside of this filter, how everything is set up. So this filter has latches. I believe it has 4 latches on each side. Over here as well. No, looks like a little bit more. And this is the main component of this filter. If I can get it off with one hand, so bear with me, guys. Yeah, and this is the pump itself. If you guys want to look, pretty simple, pretty quiet, like I mentioned already, and nothing really special about it. Like I said, if you guys worry about leaks as well, had no leaks in a year and a half so far, so pretty happy camper, I guess. And check this compartment out. So let me take this divider out, and as you see, it's pretty dirty, guys, because last time I cleaned it was probably good 5 months ago, and I know I should have cleaned it a little bit more, but all this beneficial bacteria is insane in this aquarium. So it has carbon padding on the top, then it has just a clear see-through like foam. And then, of course, it's all, guys, beneficial bacteria, like Biomax balls media. And this stuff is super good because it so many beneficial bacteria. Just look at it. There's so much beneficial bacteria that's living in here right now. And it's phenomenal. To keep it in this kind of aquarium, and I wanted to show you the tubing over here. So the tubing goes all the way. That's the intake. And this is the output over here. Just for you guys, whoever is curious enough. I hope you guys are enjoying this review so far, and if you have any questions or something that I missed, please leave a comment down below and I will get back to you for sure. So if you have any questions, or you have the filter, or you're about to buy it and you want to know some specific information, I can even make a video about that as well, or even talk to you directly. So let's go ahead, hook this filter back up, and I'll show you how it pours out of the aquarium and what flow I was talking about. So this is how it looks when it's set up, and the flow, as you see, is just enough for this aquarium. And I already set it up underneath here and looks super clean. Like, I mean, if you have some compartment like this under your aquarium, especially in your bedroom, and you can just go ahead and close it, and check this out. Hardly, barely any sound, any noise or anything like that. And the flow is doing phenomenal. The input is working, the output is working, and all the fish are doing good. Look at these mollies, so happy that they got their filter cleaned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1-year review update, and I will leave 2 links in the description down below. When I bought this filter, video when I was setting it up, and how to maintain it and keep it clean. If you guys are interested, those links will be down there. And of course, check out that channel that I shouted out in the beginning of the video. And thanks again for watching, and like always, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next videos.